With our warm-up routine, you can start off with some dynamic movement patterns of double bounding or triple bounding jumps to stick landings. I'm trying to finger with my feet flat on the ground, not collapsing them in, and also my knees driving towards my toes. We can go into a double or triple pump squat pattern. Again, trying to really fire up the glutes, the hamstrings, and my quads, get the blood flow into those areas. They're our big prime movers for our turns. We can go into a hip opener, gate openers, high knees, trying to incorporate the hip mobility. I want to make sure that I'm just doing this movement pattern for my hips only and not incorporating too much of my back in the full rotation. Also keeping my knees high. Into the ground, we can go into a groin opener. So elbows inside of my knees, and I'm driving my knees out from my elbows. There's a nice little stretch, freeing things up, holding that sort of deep squat pattern as well. And now incorporating a thoracic spine mobility. Working for my limits here. I'm trying to bring my arm back as far as I can comfortably. I'm not bouncing on it, not forcing it back. Just trying to gently free up, warm up the body. And from here we can go into a Cossack lateral lunge. Keeping my feet flat on the ground. Again, warming up the legs, freeing up the hip joint, getting the ankle mobility, keeping low during the movement pattern as well. Then we can go into arm, chest openers. So stretching across the body as far as I can and trying to bring them as far back as I can. Freeing up the shoulders, circles, forwards and backwards. Trying to incorporate as much as I can to warm up the shoulders, get the shoulder girdles sorted before we go into the water, especially if we're sitting down in a car and a little bit cooler. Trying to get that full range of movement here. Go into the ground, go back into now a hip opener, driving my hip down towards my toes. This is a hamstring stretch. Coming back, driving the knee out, drive my hips down towards my foot. And switching legs. My foot remains flat and planted in the ground the whole time here during this stretch. Back for my hamstring stretch. Going forward, driving the knee out, pushing my hips down towards my foot. Hamstring stretch again. Now we can just go into a back rotations. Okay, freeing up the spine. Getting it warm. Easy rotations. I'm not trying to bounce on it. I'm not trying to force it back beyond its normal range of movement. And then finally high knees before walking to the surf.